Welcome back to the C21 Atwood Update. On this week's episode, we'll visit with broker Jeff Kaul about the current real estate market in our area.
And we'll go over some of the other great events happening around our incredible community. Let's move. All right, well, we are back with broker Jeff Kaul. Jeff, it's always great to see you.
You too, Michael.
So we are here to go over some market stats here for the greater Mankato area. And the temperature's definitely getting a lot colder out there. So what's happening in the market as compared to that?
Well, we're at that point in the year right now. We usually get into October. We do see a little slowdown in activity. There's still buyers in the market, but maybe not quite as many as April and May.
Sure.
So if you're a seller out there, you need to be aware of that, and don't panic if you're not getting as many showings as you did 2 or 3 weeks ago. Most of it is due to the weather and the time of the year. We've also had an uptick on interest rates.
That's right.
So that's affected showings a little bit. We've gone from earlier in the summer at 4%. We're at 5% right now, give or take a tick on the interest rate. So you as sellers and buyers out there should be aware that that is affecting things slightly.
That gets people's buying power ultimately and what they can afford to purchase at. So it's a smaller pool.
Correct.
And of course, you don't know what's going to happen with it, but
we have no idea. I mean, the Federal Reserve has been talking about raising interest rates a couple of more times this year, and you know, who knows if they will or not.
Right.
We just don't know that. So we just need to plow ahead.
That's right.
Just plow ahead with how things are and deal with it.
I don't think it's necessarily, though, a circumstance where someone would want to wait on the belief that they're going to plummet again.
No.
By any means, because they don't want to end up in a situation where the buyer pool is even smaller.
Correct. I mean, our economist for the National Association of Realtors has indicated that we're going to have a couple more increases, at least one before the end of the year, maybe one going into spring. So if you think you're going to wait and see sub 5 and sub 4 interest rates, I would not do that.
Sure.
I would take advantage of what we have right now. And historically, our rates are still low.
Sure. Well, we just finished up quarter 3, right? So we're 3/4 of the way through the year. And so we must have some stats to go over then on how we've been performing so far this year.
Yeah. So the market has been relatively flat as compared to last year. So we've got listings for the Mankato area are down only 1.1%.
Oh, wow.
So we've been talking about a shortage of properties to look at. That's still true because that shortage has been ongoing for over 2 years.
Sure. Yeah.
So, but this year the decrease in new listings is really low. So that's a good sign. Closings were up slightly over last year, like from 717 closings to 726 closings. Let me preface that by saying these numbers I'm giving you are for anything in the Mankato School District.
Sure. Okay.
So if it's in the Mankato School District, that's what these stats are applying to. Our average sale price has jumped from $220 to $238. So that's good if you're on the sales side. Percent of list price received has held steady at 97%.
Good. So the jump in the list price going up, hasn't been for naught. They're recapturing that
Correct.
At the same rate.
Days on market has dropped slightly from 96 to 93. And our dollar volume has gone up substantially from $158 million to $172 million in closings.
Wow.
And again, that's Mankato, North Mankato, Eagle Lake, Madison Lake, and the rural areas.
Sure. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always interesting
You're
to
welcome.
hear how the market's doing, and evidently we're still holding strong here in Mankato.
Yeah, we are pumped for the rest of the fall and going into spring.
For sure. So give us a call. We'll hook you up with one of our relentless agents. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
As always, our vibrant community is full of fun events. Let's take a look at what's happening in the month of November.
Here are the events happening in Mankato. MSU Mankato Department of Theater and Dance presents The Happy Elf at the Ted Paul Theater, November 8th through 11th. It's live music with the Jam Boys at the Wow Zone, Friday, November 9th at 7 p.m. Merely Players Community Theater presents Oliver at the Lincoln Community Center, November 9th through 11th and 16th through 18th. GSR Fine Arts Festival is happening at the Verizon Center Banquet Hall, November 24th through 25th. Kiwanis Holiday Lights has its opening night parade at the Sibley Park, Friday, November 23rd, starting at 6 p.m. Linda Etter's holiday concert is at the Verizon Center Grand Hall, Friday, November 30th at 7:30 p.m. A Seussified Christmas Festival is happening at the Verizon Center Grand Hall, Saturday, December 1st, starting at 11 a.m. REO Speedwagon at the Verizon Center Grand Hall, Sunday, December 2nd at 7:30 p.m.
Well, that's all for this week's episode. As we mentioned in the events segment, the GSR Fine Arts Festival is coming November 24th and 25th. Now, this is an event that we have proudly sponsored over the years. It's an outlet for professional artists to connect with the community. More than 45 visual artists will display and sell their locally made, one-of-a-kind artwork, and all sales go directly to those artists.
We're a sponsor once again this year, but to give greater impact and directly help support these amazing artists, we decided to make it a part of our monthly giveaway.
That's right. Your likes, comments, and shares this month will enter you for a chance to win $50 in GSR bucks, and you can spend that at the festival. And we're not just doing one winner this month.
We'll be doing 5 drawings for $50 each live on Facebook on November 21st. That's $250 5 of you can spend on a lovely piece of art, and that $250 will go directly back to those artists.
Well, that's all for this week's episode. Again, be sure to like, comment, and share each episode this month for a chance to win $50 in GSR bucks.
If you've been considering selling your home or looking to buy your future home, we have just the people to help you out. Give us a call and we'll connect you with one of our relentless agents.
And if you're a relentless go-getter, 121% giving real estate professional, or just now considering a career in real estate, we would love to visit with you. Send us a quick message at careers@c21outwood.com.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.